Hi. So now I'm gonna make a Tresleche cake as my dessert. Normally Tresleche cake is a South American dessert. It's just vanilla sponge soaked with 3 milk, like whole milk, condensed milk, and evaporated milk, and topped with whipped cream. I'm gonna make a twist with that. I'm going to a Swiss meringue on top of the cake. I have separated 3 egg to white and yolk. The egg has to be in room temperature. That's how we get a proper texture. The 3 egg white go first. I'm gonna beat my egg white till a foamy texture first. I'm using a hand blender for that. My egg white is got foamy now. I'm gonna add the egg yolk one by one. So it's time to add sugar. I have taken 1 cup sugar. I'm using granulated sugar. My sugar is incorporated with the egg properly. Now I'm gonna add 3 by 4 cup of oil, neutral oil. I'm using canola oil for this. I'm gonna add 3 by 4 cup of whole milk. The milk has to be in room temperature. 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence goes to it. Keep stir. Meanwhile, I'm gonna preheat my oven for 350 Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. I have taken my dry ingredients. I have 1.5 cup of cake flour. I'm using cake flour for my vanilla sponge. 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. 3 by 4 teaspoon of baking soda. I'll transfer my liquid to a bigger bowl. That's how I can mix with the dry ingredients properly. So I'm gonna sieve my flour and baking soda, baking powder mix to the batter, to the liquid. Now I'm gonna use a spatula to fold the mixture to the flour. I'm gonna degrease my pan with the pan coating spray. Transfer my batter to the pan. So we just give a couple of taps to get the air bubbles out from the mixture. So the oven is preheated for 350 Fahrenheit. While baking my sponge, I'm gonna do the soaking liquid mixture, a saffron flavored mixture. So I have Iranian saffron here, condensed milk, evaporated milk, and a whole milk. 2 cups of milk. In that 2 cups, I'm gonna save a little bit for my saffron. So saffron goes to the milk, and I will reheat for a bit, so the color and the flavor will incorporate with the milk. Small pinch of saffron goes to the milk. So I just gonna heat for 30 seconds. I'll mix well and set aside to let it cool. Kind of condensed milk. evaporated milk. So lastly, I will add my saffron mix to the liquid. My mixture, I will wrap and keep it in the cooler until my sponge get ready. Still, it's got 7 minutes left, but my sponge looks got a color already and the flavor is coming out. So I'm gonna check now. I'm gonna knife and poke it. Yeah, it's smoothly going in, and I can feel that it's cooked. I'm gonna poke my sponge, so that's how it will help the liquid absorb properly. I will keep the sponge to cool down a little bit. So when it's too hot, if you pour the liquid in it, it's going to be a little bit mushy inside. We don't want that. So let it rest for or sit for 20 to 30 minutes. Then we will add our liquid to it. My sponge is sitting for like 30 minutes. It's a bit cool down. I'm gonna pour my mix into it. I have soaked my sponge with half of my liquid, and it has to be soaked in the liquid for at least 2 to 3 hours. So I will wrap this and leave it in the fridge. And the remaining sauce, I'm gonna reduce it and make it like a little bit thicker sauce to go with my cake. For reducing my liquid, I'm gonna pour this into a pan at a low heat until it get a little bit thicker desired consistency. Yeah, the sauce is reduced enough now. So I'm checking the consistency by using a spoon. So we just dip a spoon and make a line at the back of the spoon, so we can see the line is separated, so the consistency is perfect. I will pass through a fine sieve so I will get a better texture. I'm gonna do my Swiss meringue for the topping. I have taken 5 egg whites, or 1.5 cup of granulated sugar, now I'm gonna cook my egg white under a double boil under very low heat. So the water is just simmering. Place the bowl on the top and make sure the bowls is not touching the water. Or if it touches water, the egg gonna be curdled. We don't want that stage. And you keep mixing. So I'm gonna cook the egg white till 160 Fahrenheit. So that's safe. In this process, we have to be patient, that we have to be keep stirring the liquid, otherwise it won't be evenly cooked. Occasionally we had to scrape down the edges as well, because the way the bowl touches the pot, there's a chance to stuck the liquid on the sides, so we don't want that either. The texture have changed totally. We can see that it's like gooey marshmallow texture. Let's check the temperature. It's now around 150 plus only, so we'll wait for a couple of minutes to reach 160, maybe a minute. Yeah, so the temperature is 160 now, so we can take out. I will transfer the mixture to a mixing bowl now, and make sure the bowl is nicely cleaned. There shouldn't be any water content or any fat. If so, we won't get the desired texture from our meringue. meringue is pretty much ready. We'll check the consistency now. Consistency is very nice. It's stuck with my whisk. It's not dropping. I'll transfer this to a pastry piping bag.